On the occasion, UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi appreciated the decline in the incidence of insurgency in the state and called upon the people to maintain the atmosphere of peace and cooperation in the state.
I am happy that the state government has been successful in bringing some of the militant groups to the negotiating table, and I hope more will reject the path of violence, because as we all know, problems and issues can always be resolved through dialogue, through discussion. And it is my hope that the youth in particular will give up the culture of the guns and will embrace the mainstream and participate in parliamentary democracy.
Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi reached Imphal today morning for a day's visit. They were received at the airport by Manipur Governor Gudwachan Jagat, Chief Minister O. Ibobi Singh and his cabinet colleagues. Union Law Minister Salman Khurshid and Minister of State in the PMO V. Narayansamy are also accompanying the Prime Minister. In other news of the day, former military secretary Lieutenant General Avdesh Prakash was today dismissed from service after an army court found him guilty in the Sukna land scam case. The dismissal means he will not get any benefits like pension. Army court in Guwahati found Lieutenant General Prakash guilty on 3 counts in the land scam. The court-martial was conducted after Prakash was indicted by an army court of inquiry early last year for his role in the illegal transfer of 71 acres of land adjacent to the Sukna military station near Siliguri in West Bengal to a private realtor for constructing an educational institution in 2008. He is the 3rd Lieutenant General rank officer to be punished in a case related to corruption. Lieutenant General S.K. Sahni was cashiered from service for his role in the Russian scam, and Lieutenant General P.K. Rath was given a punishment in the Sukna case earlier. While Prakash and Sahni were punished after their retirement from service, Rath is still serving in the army. Farmers' groups have supported the centre's government's decision to allow foreign direct investment in the retail sector. A group of farmers met Commerce and Industry Minister Anand Sharma in New Delhi today. The meeting comes as a part of government's efforts for broader stakeholders' consultations over the issue. Farmers expressed the opinion that the FDI in retail will remove the middlemen and ensure better prices for them.
देश की कमजोर हो जाएगी, वो देश कमजोर हो जाएगा. जो आपने FDI का मुद्दा उठाया है, बहुत अच्छा है, सराहनीय है. व्यापारी और किसान 2 वर्ग है. किसान से व्यापारी खरीदता है. जो उत्पाद होता है किसान करता है और व्यापारी खरीदता है. किसान बड़ी मेहनत से उसको कमाता है. जब उसका लास्ट बिक्री का टाइम आता है तो 5 रुपए जाता है और वो व्यापारी उसको 25 रुपए या 30 रुपए किलो बेचता है. अब किसान हित में चले और इस एफडीआई को किसान के लिए लागू करें ताकि किसान को डायरेक्टली उसका फायदा हो.
Commerce and Industry Minister Anand Sharma said that the proposed policy was made keeping in mind the Indian conditions. Shri Sharma said that the FDI in retail will not only help farmers by ensuring better prices for their produce, but would also generate employment.
हमने जो नीति लाई है वो दुनिया की दूसरे देशों की नीति से अलग है. इस पे भारत की छाप है. हमने कोई यूरोप का, अमेरिका का मॉडल नहीं उठा लिया या चीन का मॉडल नहीं उठाया. सीधा किसान से खरीदा जाए. वहां किसान के बेटी बेटों को काम मिलेगा, महिलाओं को काम मिलेगा जो सॉर्टिंग करेंगी, जो और वहां पे इंडस्ट्री लगेगी. लाखों करोड़ों रोजगार इस देश में होंगे और उपभोक्ता के पास जब पहुंचेगा तो उपभोक्ता को अच्छी चीज भी मिलेगी. बिल्कुल जो उसके पास सब्जी पहुंचेगी, जो फल पहुंचेंगे तरोताजा भी पहुंचेंगे, ठीक कंडीशन में पहुंचेंगे और कम कीमत पर मिलेंगे.
The CBI today filed a charge sheet in a special court in the illegal mining case involving Obbulapuram Mining Company or OMC, owned by former Karnataka Minister Gali Janardhan Reddy. CBI Joint Director V.V. Lakshmi Narayana said that the charge sheet was filed against Janardhan Reddy, his brother-in-law